Welcome to another episode of Savage Time TV. I'm your host, Bvndit. Today I have special guest Bvndit with me today, bro. How you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing good, man. It's good. It's a little hot out here down south, out here in Atlanta. I'm getting used to it a little bit. You out here in the hoodie, so you must be used to it.
I'm tripping.
You must be used to it.
It wasn't a good idea.
You must be used to it, bro. All right, well, just let's get started, man. Tell the fans just where you from, man. Where you from?
I was born in Macon, Georgia.
Okay.
But I was raised on the south side of Atlanta.
Okay.
That's where I'm from, born and raised.
Okay. And how was it growing up there? Just can you describe just how it is, how the feel is growing up there?
I guess it just depends on where you at whatever time you're there.
Mm-hmm.
It's parts is good, it's parts is bad, but it's something to remember the whole time. It's always something to get into.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
Gotta
opposite.
move right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's definitely opposite. I'm from up north, up in Delaware. It's complete opposite. It's nothing to do, nothing to get into. So you be bored as motherfucker. You be bored as shit, bro.
I've never been to Delaware.
Hey, man, you been to Philadelphia?
I have.
Delaware's 30 minutes south of Philadelphia.
Okay.
So it's kind of, if you've been to Philly, not that you've been to Delaware, but it's kind of that same feel, though.
Yeah.
Same feel, northeast feel, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Influences, man. I know that Atlanta growing up here has influenced you in multiple ways. Could you just talk about how that's influenced you just as a man growing up?
I think my influences come directly from my OGs.
Okay.
Like my pops, he was in my life, you know what I'm saying? My grandfather, all the women in my family, they molded me a certain way, so I move a certain way.
Word.
It's a lot of bonding and connection with those type of people when you really tap in with them. You know what I'm saying? So that was important for my development, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And getting right into it, when did you know that the music, and more so the mic, was going to be your tool to build your dreams?
Music in general, I think I was 15 when I started producing.
Okay.
And the first beat I ever made, I remade I'm in Love with a Stripper by T-Pain.
Word.
On Garage, man.
Okay.
And so I was feeling that, but my beats was trash at the beginning. How I knew it was it though was because somebody told me it was trash and I didn't care. I liked it too much.
You liked it too much.
Doing it. Yeah, so
You had a passion for it at that point.
Yeah, definitely. And I just started rapping maybe like 2 years ago, 2.5.
Okay, so you was definitely the beats, the production first.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why I probably make my songs the way I do. When I start off, I make my own beats most of the time.
Okay.
So I know where I'm gonna go with it before I even say something.
Okay. Yeah, I was talking to Mitch, I was talking to Red Letter about it. I think it's definitely it says more when an artist can make his own beats, does the production work, then you put the vocals down. Like I think that's something that's kind of undervalued. You know what I mean? So tips off to you, bro. Going you your roses, bro, because I know that shit is hard. I can't make a beat whatsoever, and I'll be really trying, bro. I'll be like, I don't know how they be doing this, man.
Yeah, it's easier once you get into the groove, though.
Word.
It takes some time.
Okay, so could you tell us why do you make music? What's the why?
It's therapy.
Okay.
For everything. Like, I'm not really good at speaking on my emotions. I'm not a big talker, but when it comes to the music don't speak back. It just listen. So that's why I get my thoughts out. That's why I can process what I'm going through and grief the right way. Or, big myself up. It's the perfect place for that because I don't get no other feedback other than what I'm saying.
Great, it's a great outlet. Good for your mental health too, man. Keep you like you already know we're gonna get into it more, but being in the military, especially the Navy, you learn quick. You gotta have a strong mental and be able to persevere, bro. Persevere. You already know though. You already know we're gonna get to that later.
For sure.
Describe your sound for us. For the people that don't know, how would you describe your sound?
I think I would describe my sound as energy. It's whatever energy I feel for that day. So none of my songs really sound alike. Whatever I'm feeling that day or whatever I'm going through, when I get into that mode, that's what come out with the music. So I think if you're going sound-wise, it's a little aggressive most of the time. Because I'm a quiet person, so that's where all the energy come out at. But, I mean, shoot, I make rider music. I make music for people to think about what they're going through. Hopefully I can help somebody to do what I done with the music and just process what they're going through better. Or understand and gain clarity on something they might have been lost by.
Okay.
So that's what it's for.
All right. And what's the Atlanta music scene like for an upcoming artist? Like, could you describe specifically what it's like coming up in the music scene in Atlanta area?
It's like a rat race a lot of times because there's so many people making music. There's so many people with a similar sound. it's hard to kind of push through that fog a lot of times. But it's a rush. I think that's better for me because I don't want it to be easy, obviously. But when you can separate yourself, it's lucrative for you because somebody gonna need what you offer. Right. Somebody gonna want a service that you provide or a feature or a sound they ain't heard from you, and that's been great for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Do you feel Atlanta is in the front of hip hop right now?
Sound wise,
yeah.
Influence wise, yeah.
Okay.
There's a lot of artists come out of here, so ain't got
For
no
sure.
choice
No,
but to be.
I agree. Trust me, I agree. Y'all killing it right now.
For sure.
Everybody that's probably up and coming is probably coming up out of Atlanta. Either they making a rap, making a beat. You guys are definitely y'all got a stronghold on the rap game right now.
Yeah,
for sure.
I think it's that sound though. I think it's that certain energy coming from the South. It's like it just attached everywhere because it's a special place.
Yeah, man, for sure. It's my second time down in Atlanta. And I was telling them, I'm like, bro, every time I come down here, it's like I completely understand where the energy that comes from being out here. I can only imagine living, growing up out here, and putting all that into some music. Yeah. I know why it sound the way it do, because you can see it when you're down here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Southside Rose, bro. Explain us the process of making that album.
That process was interesting for me because that's my first project, and I finished it maybe 6 months before I dropped it and sat with it for a while. All of those songs is literally me talking to myself and having conversations with myself about what I'm going through and how I feel about them.
That therapy.
You know, that's that therapy again. That's what the music is for me. So that's why I call it Southside Rose. Like the concept of rose that grew from concrete, Tupac and Nipsey Hussle type of ideology. Okay. And just expressing what that is and what that means to me. That's my project. Okay,
so you talk about Nip, Tupac, are those among others that people that influence your music, artists? Are they a part of that group? Other than them, who would you say?
I say other than them two, my top three, Rose, Jeezy, and Nipsey. Them is my favorite artists. Okay. Because, especially Jeezy first, because that's the first rap artist I was like, I'm buying everything he dropped. Everything he dropped. I need to know every song. And then I got more exposed to outside places like California, learning about music. So that's when Nip come in, and Rose. A lot of my family from South Florida. So
oh, okay.
That was just like, I'm born into that.
Rose, man. I always tell people that boy underrated, man. Always. If Rose was from New York, be different.
It'd be way different.
Way different. Because Rose, bro.
Yeah.
Ross, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And he inspired me to move. Any vibe.
Any vibe. Ross got something deep for it. You know what I mean?
I think he made the type of music I like to listen to because it influenced me in a certain way that I progress when I hear his music. Word. When I'm going to get some money, I play Rose.
Exactly. You about to go do something that's going to progress. Anything about progression?
Yeah.
Rose, bro.
For sure.
Rose.
Every time.
So back to Southside Rose. What's your favorite song off that album?
My favorite song personally is Switch All the Time, but today it's a 6-track on there. It's called Dragonfly and the Roses. And that was more of a poem, to be honest. I wrote that at a lake. I was smoking. I wrote it at a lake. For like 2 hours I sat there and I was talking about everything I was looking at. I literally saw Dragonfly and some roses. I was like, that'd be dope if I said that. But that's what I'm seeing in my perspective. So that was more of a poem, and then I made a beat and it just fits. That whole process, that's why it's my favorite song, I think.
Yeah, that's definitely different. I wasn't expecting that. Dragonfly, literally, I didn't think it was that literal of what was going on for the song. Yeah. That's dope, bro. That you can take that and create it and make your own song and beat off it, bro. That's dope.
No,
that's dope, man.
Yeah.
What would you say is your biggest obstacle if you had to overcome as your journey as an artist? Your biggest obstacle?
I do everything myself so it can get draining.
Okay.
Like I make all my beats, do all my cover art, graphics. I upload it to the distro kid. I done press the CDs up and wrote my title on them with the marker. You know, I do
everything. One man band.
Yeah, it speaks to a lot of my process, but sometimes I don't feel like doing that shit.
Real talk.
Like I wish somebody would be able to engineer my voice how I want to. So I just gotta find it. But until then, I'm gonna do it. But that's the biggest hurdle for me.
Building that team, man, it's hard. I was just thinking it today. With coming down here doing this, it's my first time traveling and getting people to come and sitting everybody down. It's like, bro, I see why people get managers and all that other stuff. So you don't think about it. You like, bro, what you paying these people money just to follow you around for? But then you be like, nah, bro, shit. It's a lot of shit you don't be really wanting to do. You kind of just want to do what your talent is. Like, that's it. I want to just walk in the booth, say what I got to say, walk out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Word. So, switching it up, switching into mental health. Define that for me. What does mental health mean to you?
I think mental health is a lot of different things. Like, it got layers to it. It's probably the most important part of your process going through life is to maintain that the best way you can. And I think life is figuring out how to do that for real.
Okay. And how did you maintain your mental health in the Navy? For the people that didn't know, bro was in the Navy.
Yeah, I was
you know what I mean? So tell us about that, and just talk to us about just maintaining your mental health in the Navy. Just that simple.
That was probably one of the most difficult times to do it.
It's hard
because it's out of my element. I'm used to one way of living and moving into another way of living, recalibrating to be more disciplined and be of service to a cause that I gotta really figure out what the cause is.
For real.
And most of it I wouldn't agree with outside of being part of it. So and it hit me. You know what I'm saying? It hit me
for real, man.
In my spirit, like, what do I really believe in? That's why I figured out I need to figure out what I believe in.
Check
and
yourself.
So my mental health, it really, I had to, like, I done been through therapy. I done been through counseling and certain things with different phases of life I done went through. So I think to maintain that in the Navy is difficult because it's not a lot of people on my path.
Right.
Like, creatively, that's not the
That's
best place.
That's like the last place
Yeah.
to be creative, man. Because I've been even talking about, we talking with T, talking with Outlaw, you talking to my boy Barry, like, we always talk about it in the Navy, like, they look at you crazy when you're talking about doing anything outside of whatever the fucking shit was at muster today. If you want anything than what we just talked about at muster, bro, what are you talking about? You getting out. What do you mean you getting out?
They're not trying to hear it.
They're not trying to hear you getting out. They're not trying to hear you about to do this, do that. It's like, bro, it's crazy. And like, we was even talking about, they almost try to scare you into staying in. Like, they'll tell you,
exactly what they do.
They tell you, man, you gonna get out. What you gonna do? What's your plan? What's this? What's that? And it's the mental thing, bro. Because you only got your own thoughts. And the whole time you gonna do boot camp, A school. I know you was down in Meridian, Mississippi.
Right.
It's crazy, bro. So I commend you, man, for just being able to keep that pack. Cause I know how hard it is, and there's people that was right there with you. That's supposed to been got out with you, but you really discover, especially when you getting out, that mental is not as strong as some people as you thought. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. So let's get into talking more about the Navy, bro. Where was you stationed at, other than Meridian?
I was in San Diego.
Oh man, so you was in the mix. So you was out there at Gaslamp.
Yeah, you will be surprised at the type of stuff that is not to do out there. Like, I think just being from here is a little bit more exciting. You know what I'm saying? And being in the Navy, you're restricted. Being in California, there's certain things you can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, smoking and certain, you know what I'm saying?
You in the best place for it.
Right, exactly. So there's a little willpower test. To be honest, that's another growth moment.
San Diego, I can only imagine being out there, fresh out of boot camp.
Yeah.
Hitting San Diego. I was there for a couple months. I was there with Teron. He probably, I don't know if he had linked up with you when we was out there, but we was there for like 3 months. I want to say it was like January, February, and March of like 2013, I want to say. Yeah, but San Diego is definitely, that's a wild spot. I got I got 2 tattoos there. I got this there, and I got another shark over there, man. So San Diego, that's dope. I was in Hawaii. You was in San Diego the whole time?
Whole time. I ain't really go overseas. I went on like the underways and deployments and stuff like that. But I caught them right when they was coming back.
Oh,
and I
okay.
caught them right before.
So you was straight on the interstates.
Yeah. So I ain't really get to know other countries like that.
Okay.
But
what was the main reason for you getting out?
This
freedom.
For me, freedom of movement. I couldn't elevate if I was stuck. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like being in jail, bro.
It's literally like a prison ship.
Ship, bro. The ship. You're always looking at the clock.
Always.
Something's always coming.
The clock of the calendar.
Something coming. You got watch soon, regardless. Whatever you're doing, you got watch soon.
Yeah.
It's coming free.
Yeah, but I think I squeezed the music in there so much that it helped me balance it out. Like if I ain't have music, I don't know what. I probably would be saying
DRB.
right now. Yeah.
DRBs, man.
Yeah, I probably
because they try you in the Navy. People don't know, man. The Navy is like, it's like out of all the branches, I feel like it's the one that people don't know about because we just out in the middle of the ocean.
Yep.
So everybody thinks of the military, you think, green gun, kicking doors. I'm like, bro, that Navy struggle is different. You out in the middle of the ocean, just out there.
Yeah.
With people you don't know, you can't not see them. It's not like the Army and all that stuff. Y'all get to go home, bro. You don't got to see this dude.
Yeah.
Nah, the Navy, bro, he gets on your nerves at work and then, boy, sleep down the road. Like,
Yeah,
it's
like
different.
2 bunks.
It's different.
Prison.
And the type of people we deal with is completely different.
Yeah,
ain't-
it's on some other shit.
Swim tests.
I could swim. I just wasn't feeling like what's going on right now.
Swim test was crazy. 5 minute, that 5 minute prom.
Yeah.
That we had to just, oh man, I don't know. I still don't, to this day, don't know how I made it through that.
God.
That 5 minute.
That's
Five. Real talk, real talk.
Facts.
All right, man, switching it back to the music, man. What are you most proud of?
I'm still doing this. I ain't quit.
Okay.
I'm proud of that the most. I think it's been a lot of phases. I was like, I'm tired of doing this. I ain't gonna do it no more. But then, me knowing better, I kept going because I knew if I did that, I'd go back into a whole phase of life. But I tried to stay away from it.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go backwards. So the music keep me sane.
Focus,
for real.
focus, man.
Sane,
Keep
keep
you
me
sharp.
disciplined.
Word.
It give me something to get up in the morning for every day.
Word, motivation. I feel that. So with the production, man, that was your first love. Who was your influences with that, like production-wise, producers?
Justice League, they produce a lot of Rose beats, like all the Maybach Music series, Maybach Music 1 through 6. They produce all of those. Cardiac, he from New Jersey. He produced a lot of Rose and Meek Mill stuff, and I like the way they sounded different from where I was from.
Meek Mill and Rose, they production, it definitely has that sound of like, man, my boy, me and Barry be talking about it, bro. It's a melodic, but it's still like, it's not too melodic, so you almost think it's R&B.
Right.
It's almost like inspirational beat. Like,
Yeah, for
yo,
sure.
you automatically know, oh, either Meek or Ross. This is a Meek and Ross song. You can tell.
It's like an element of that, like you could put it in a movie if you wanted to,
There you go.
and it'll fit.
There you go.
It's a cinematic element, and I
Cinematic.
appreciate it when they do things they do.
Word.
For sure.
Dream collab, bro. So if you could work with anybody, who you working with?
Can I name like 5 people?
Yeah, man. Who you working with?
Nip, first and foremost, RIP. I wish
Shout out to Nip,
I
man.
could have done that. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a blessing. But one day, you know what I'm saying? I'll probably catch him on the other side.
Word,
Or something.
word.
Rose, John Coltrane. He jazz, blues artist. Older, but it's something about him that like I like jazz, so it's important for me. Sade is another one.
Okay.
Lauren Hill.
Okay. She don't be showing up to her shows,
She
though.
don't, but I think she'll show up to the session.
Word.
I think she will. So that I think off the top of my head right now, that's a 5.
Okay. It's staying just with current events, man. We all saw what happened to Ahmaud Arbery and George Floyd, bro. Can you just speak on that situation? What your thoughts on those situations are?
I am my brother's keeper.
Word.
I am my sister's keeper. That's how I feel.
Okay.
Anything other than that, deeper than that, I ain't gonna necessarily get into it. I just know what my mission is now. So my mindset is geared a different way. I'm taking it a little bit more serious and more intentional with the music and the message that I'm trying to get across.
Word.
You know what I mean? My process just doing everything outside of the music. It all come back to that purpose that I found. It's just a unifying purpose that I found in myself.
Word. Again, shout out to George Floyd, Marbury, man.
Rest
For
in
real,
peace.
man. Rest in peace. The mic or producing, if you had to choose.
Mike.
The mic easy, even though the production came first.
Even though the production came first, because what I learned is I could freestyle with no beat and hear a beat. Just like
okay.
I can make a beat and hear a freestyle. They synonymous. I only pick one because I can get my emotions out. I don't have to be bottled in when I got a mic in my hand. Or I'm in a booth. I can say what I couldn't say in a different situation. where I wouldn't have even said nothing. I just kept it to myself. The mic listened to me.
Word.
So I appreciate the mic on a different level. Sure.
Okay. What are your goals for the next 2 or 3 years, just professionally, musically, period?
Musically, I say get to a point where the world is aware of what I'm trying to do.
World is aware.
Sound wise, and my message and my person and my brand, trying to get that to the forefront because it's important to me. I think that's what my main focus is, and I think that ties into professional. I'm trying to feed my people for real. So one way or the other, if one thing don't work first, I know the other thing will, but I ain't gonna give up on either one of them.
Word.
Whichever get there first, that's all that matters. We gonna focus on that.
Okay. And upcoming projects, man. I know the Southside Rose was your first project, but what do you got cooking up? If you don't mind telling us, just what's coming out.
I got 6 albums ready.
Dang.
I'm just adding a little extra stuff.
You got stuff in the stash.
Yeah, I done done like 150 songs since January 1st.
Oh, you was
So-
in there cooking for real.
For real, I'd be in my cave, man. So Southside Road's gonna have 3 installments.
Okay.
1, 2, and 3, and then the 4th one after that is gonna be called Amadeus. Like Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart,
Mm-hmm.
and my man Bvndit. That stuck out to me, and it's the way he put his
Yeah.
on the keys.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we're gonna get back to that too. We're gonna reverse that.
For sure.
Bvndit, bro. Where did that come from, bro? Because I like that. Where did it come from?
At first, my name was Gene Bandit, right?
Okay.
So
Gene,
that's my
man.
production name. Gene, my middle name.
Okay.
And the Bandit came from some other stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Word.
saying?
We're not gonna get to that.
The Wolf, it was when I was in the Navy, and I had a dream, and they came to me. You know what I'm saying? In a spiritual way, it was more so like a vision rather than a dream. But that attached to me, and my movement started molding around that. Like the way I move, the way I speak, the way I process things. I'm alone most of the time. I got a sense of protection around me for the people that I love. You know what I'm saying? So it's my movement. I'm in my
See that with the
intention.
Wolf, yeah, I could definitely see that. Wolves kind of, not they're a part of a pack, but they also be alone when they got, handle their business, do certain things. So I could definitely see that, bro. I could definitely see that.
Man, they know how to maneuver through this forest that we live in.
And they never in the circus. Never see a wolf
Ever.
in the circus.
Ever.
You know what I mean? So I know you know about that. So I know you're an influence, man. You know you're an influence. People look up to you, bro. I know you know that. If you had a message to the people about just following your dreams, following your passions, what would that be?
I say don't limit it. Don't limit it to something that you think is the only way you're gonna get it. Because whatever is the foundation of your dreams, it's always something else that'll help boost it. Just like I say with my music, if my music don't hit first, it's gonna be something else I do. And it got something to do with the music because it's all synonymous. I'm trying to integrate it vertically so it's all attached to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So that's my best advice. Just don't stop. Pick something, stick to it, but you gotta be limited to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, word. I like that. Whatever it is, it's gonna branch off. It's never wasted. It's never wasted. Okay. Well, wrapping it up. Promo. Where can we find you at? Because I know you guys have new fans off of this. Where can they find you at?
Shit, I hope so, man. But
All
my social medias, for sure.
Yeah, man.
My social media, Wolfbandit, WOLF, BVNDIT, for all my handles on everything. Apple Music, Spotify, all streaming platforms where you can find my music. Just type in Wolfbandit, same way my social media is spelled, and we gonna get it done that way. I'm out here. You'll see me around. I might be selling a t-shirt.
Word. We're going to see you, though. You're going to be out here. All right, man. Well, this is SavageTimeTV. Again, thank you for the opportunity to interview you, bro. I appreciate that, bro. It's all love, man. You definitely showed it when I came down to Atlanta. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
For sure, man. For sure. And then, we fellow vets, man. You know what I mean? We definitely got to stay out. Stay out and stay up. So, yeah, man. It's another SavageTimeTV. Wolfbandit. You know where to catch us at. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. We out. Peace.